Hey, Stoney here with another live commentary of Mechabellum. Right, let's see. Right off the bat here, quick supply spec with marksmen and spiders seems like a pretty fun build to play. The goal here is to get a row of spiders with range, preferably with spider mine, and then you kind of build your rest of your chat board around that. All right, my opponent is a 201 player, and right now the MMR for both of us is around the mid 1800. So my opponent decided to go with the steel balls and arc light, which means I'm going to have to be on the defensive, at least for the first round. Not the biggest fan when you're running into this sort of composition, but sometimes this is just what it is, and there's really nothing you can do about it. There's no point going on both sides. I think we'll have a safety unit on the other side, but I feel like this is pretty typical of how these type of games pan out. But we'll have to see. All right, let's just hope that my opponent actually goes onto this side. No, it's going to be a symmetrical standard with the steel balls, which is interesting. All right. I do like standard. I think I have a better chance of getting to his units if he plays standard. Okay, I also got the steel ball on the other side. That's very good. And I have 3 marksmen left over to take care of the rest of the units. So that's actually quite nice. If I can prevent the steel balls from leveling, then they shouldn't pose too much of a threat. Now, he is playing standard, which means I probably don't want to keep my tarantulas for too long. I don't think they're very good in standard. So I might be considering getting into arc lights instead of the tarantulas. He took armor in the first round, which is very interesting. Let's get subsidized Mustangs here. Okay, Stonecrawlers at the front here. And this is a very powerful comp because my tarantulas themselves aren't actually great into the Stonecrawlers. And also it clears out the chap at the front here. So next turn, I'm going to switch out of tarantulas and getting into more of a Stonecrawler comp myself. So I like it. Now I just want my, yep, there it is. Marksman getting rid of the arc lights, which means my, I was hoping the Mustangs would tank a little bit more, but it seems like it's just going to be bombarded. But a single marksman does survive and is taking out quite a few of these Stonecrawlers. Good. Farseer could be a very good card. It's good against Stonecrawlers. It's good against Mustangs. It's just overall, I mean, it's good against the steel balls as well. And if it does go with Typhoon, I think this is a decent choice as well. Okay. I want to go with some Stonecrawlers of my own. This might be slightly exposed, but let's see. I'm curious what the strategy is here for him. Range arc light to deal with the Mustangs. Makes sense. The central stone color is actually not a great idea because of these two steel balls being drawn to it. I hope my Farseer, after is done with the front here, is going to turn around and deal with the stone colors. But we'll have to see. Yep, it does. The marksman should be able to get some damage over to that stone Farseer. Means... Ooh, but he is on my tower, so that is a bit of a problem. Yep. So he's going to win the tower side. Okay. Not a huge issue. I think if he is going with some sort of Stonecaller type of deal. Wasp Swarm, probably not going to get picked by him. But it is very good for me. Alright, we're going to have Wasp on the side. I know it's level 2, but I don't count on him adding any defense. But if he does, well, it looks like he does. Alright. Ooh, this crawler pull is actually not doing me any favors. We're pulling the steel balls away from the main action. So that's actually not great for what I'm trying to achieve here. Bit problematic. The stone colors are level 2, which means it does make sense for me to go with anti-missile defense on the Farseers. And I think I will. Alright, let's go with that. Let me get some AM. Deal the stone colors. He does have acid, which means there is a slight possibility that I'm going to get acided, which is not fun. I do want to have all their crawlers onto something here, so. Alright, so here's the arc light. The arc light is actually doing quite a lot of work here. I do like it. My spider is actually going way too far ahead here. But fortunately, steel balls doing good. Big sandworm coming down. Sandworm is decent. Since I don't have a lot of DPS at this point. So the steel balls and the sandworm, I think this is actually going pretty well for my opponent. All right. The sandworm is an interesting touch. I think having some late chaff clear is pretty good. We're going to need some defense right here in the mid. And these could be late arriving. That's okay. All right, we're gonna pull these units back a little bit. We have Vulcan here. So what the Vulcan's purpose is going to throw down fire. I actually don't mind the Vulcan fire as long as I can get steel balls. But it is now going to be 2 sandworms, which can be a little bit too much. But we'll have to see. It seems like the snipers are doing okay against the sandworms. The Stonecrawlers continue to get work done. Not a big fan of that though, but I think it should be fine. The Vulcan is something to watch out for because this is a very classic type of play by the 201 player. You just get Firestorm Vulcan right there in the middle. So if he wants to do fire, which he can, we simply just need to have units at the front. Ion Blast is going to be pretty good into the Stonecrawlers. Yeah, he does have Firebomb, so we have to be careful. Take that. If he is going to Firebomb, I feel like there's an opportunity here. Essentially do this. Ooh, I did not shield. That's a problem. Which means most of my units are currently under attack, and that includes my high-level marksman, which means the sandworm is going to have a great time with whatever unit that they're trying to hit. So that's a misplay by me here. Was not respecting the sandworm. So great play here by my opponent. Okay. All right, we got multiple sandworms coming down this way. Want to make sure that whatever he is planning on doing, take range. We could probably go with temp range. Get the geo out of the way here. He has been selling his stone collars, which means there's an opportunity. Let's see if he's want to try something cheeky on this side. Speaking of cheeky, there it is. He is looking at something cheeky, but I do have the missile and I do have plenty of chaff, so hopefully it's something. Oh, I got the big rhino, so that's good. The real problem though are these sandworms. But it looks like the marksman should be able to handle whatever he's got over. Okay, a great round here. Defending against the shenanigans on the other side as well. We're going to get rid of that so our marksman could immediately or very quickly locking onto his unit. I'm going to get EM on the Farseers. Two level 3 rhinos, so they are quite scary. Maybe start with chaff just for a little bit. Alright, Rhino is being sold. Well, one of them is being sold out. We do have firebomb here, but that is scary. But the thing is, my marksmen right now, they're actually doing a huge amount of damage to pretty much everything. So I'm not too worried about it. Because once your initial chaff wave clears and your sandworm dies, as long as I can still clear chaff, which with the Farseer I still can, I should be able to win this fight. Marksman here just like single-handedly tanking everything. And that should be GG. This is a level 2 tower, so it's going to take a while. And I do have multiple marksmen. Alright, and that is GG. Anyways, if you're not jumping back into the game right away, I highly recommend this video. Check it out, and I'll see you on the next one.
Prepare your tactics. Mechabellum's calling. Deploy your force. battlefields alive with swarms.